Hi all, welcome to my channel. My name is Callum Tingham and I'm a writer, and I read and do book reviews so that if you like who I am, that probably means you're going to like the books that I read, maybe, and so I might save you some time by telling you what's good, what's bad, so that you can actually find something good to read, because reading is great and it evolves your mind, makes you a better thinker, can make you a better person, can spark your imagination so that you see how your life might improve, and then you can go out and create that for yourself in the real world by having the stories and the characters that inspire you to act and to build yourself a better life. And I love reading, and it has changed my life. And the problem is with finding the right books. So I'm here to recommend you some great books which might change your life, and to read the books that are bad so that you don't have to. Also, I would like to be building a community full of openness and kindness and love, where we can discuss ideas and share with each other our thoughts and feelings in a judgment-free environment, because people need to be able to express ideas that are potentially wrong in order to hear how they sound and have them reflected back at themselves in order to expand. People don't often get a chance to do that, because there's many people in the world who, if you said your ideas to, they would say you're wrong and they would never speak to you again. Rather than debate nowadays, people just tend to reject people. I think we need a place where we can bring our ideas and say, guys, do you think this idea is right? I think this, what do you think? And instead of just saying, no, you're wrong, get the hell out of here, sit down, we have an open discussion about it, and we all come out as better people, more evolved, with a better world view, because it's very hard to develop a world view by yourself. But if you have a community of people that are all trying to develop a nice world view, we can do it together. But we do need to do that together, and we need to hold our judgment back and debate with each other kindly and respectably, in order that we might develop our opinions so that we can be better people who have a better influence upon the world. Another thing is just something about my old channel, which is Callum Hems, and unfortunately what happened with that channel was I was uploading a lot, and Google for some reason decided to lock me out of my account. I had some issues with that. I tried to get that account back. I did become a member of Google One in order to get customer service from a Google expert, and unfortunately they told me that account was locked and it was the final decision of Google. What it came down to is that I didn't have a backup email address for that account, because I ended up deleting the backup email address, and I deleted the backup email address off that account. Then when I got the backup email address back, which is actually the one I'm using now, which has become my main email address, it was too late. They said that the previous account didn't have a backup email address, and for that reason it will never be recovered, and that is final decision of Google. So I was forced to switch to the email address that I'm using for this account, which will now be my main account. I've backed it up. I've created a new backup email address. I've linked the two together. I've taken all of the passcodes down. I've secured it. I've linked it to my mobile phone, and I hope to ensure that it will never happen again, and this account will be safe. However, the old account is lost, and therefore I can't access the YouTube channel, so I have to switch now to this channel here. So this channel here is going to be my main one. I would hope that if you do see my other videos, feel free to comment on them. Understand I won't be commenting back because here is where I am now. I do hope that you will join me and subscribe to this channel, and in time we will just let the other YouTube channel slip into the pile of waste by the side of the road and let it decompose on its own. I can't even get into that channel to delete anything. It's just there. I'm unable to do anything with it, so that's in the hands of Google now. So let's move forward with this channel. So welcome, please subscribe. One more thing, I do live in Moscow in Russia, where I teach English, and that's why I need to learn the language, the Russian language. So I suppose that I might be uploading videos at a lower pace, because I've just decided that I'm not going to read in English anymore. I really have to learn the Russian language, and that is why I'm going to be reading in Russian as much as possible, watching videos in Russian. I do understand it's a decision that I've had to make, that I've had to become quite... I've had a lot of stress in making it, because I did think, well, I'm a writer and I have to write, and my native language is in English, but I also have to learn this language in order to live in this country. Somebody once said to me that if you don't know the language, you're basically living in a black and white movie, and when you learn the language, you start to turn the colour on. And as I've learned more and more of the language, I've seen that that's true. The colour has been switched on, and it's not that bright. The contrast is low. I'm only at something like B1 level, but the colour is coming on, and I'm beginning to really enjoy it, and I understand that I want the colour on full. And in order to do that, I spend a lot of time reading in English, and I need to spend that time in Russian. So I've decided to just go full on with the Russian language and read and listen to as much as I can, so that hopefully within a year or so I'll be up to a really nice reading level. So you might see a lot of picture books reviews up here, Russian fairy tale reviews, things like that. So but I'm going to keep the channel going, because it's obviously got to be a habit for me. And hopefully we're going to improve that Russian ability to read. But everything on this channel will stay in English. So it's just that if you recommend me a book, for example, it might not be at my current Russian reading level, so it might mean that I write it down and read it at a later date. But hopefully within a year we're going to be up, and we're going to be reading the books that I would love to read now. For example, I would love to read, I've even forgot about it. Well, I would love to read A Journey to the Centre of the Earth, Around the World in 80 Days, things like that, adventure books. I could read them now in English if I wanted to, and then put the reviews up, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I'm going to go to my basic level of Russian and try to build it up to that level, so I can be reading the books that I want to read in the Russian language. It's kind of a two birds with one stone thing. It is going to take more time to do that. It does mean that I'm going to be writing less. Unfortunately, I have to do that because Russian has become a priority for me, and I hope that within a year those two paths of writing and speaking Russian will be aligned. But I know that Russian is a skill that I need to build right now and get on that level. So, hope you will still follow me along the way, along the journey. It's going to be an interesting one, and we're still trying to build that community of sharing ideas, and we are going to be doing it in English. So, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me on the journey, and please leave your comments and subscribe. So, more to come.